Alright, so I'm going to be showing off the new method I'm using for pixelating my game. So before I was using the Pixel Perfect camera. Um, and if I had the camera, normal, everything looked fine. It had the pixelated look, I could have it with the backgrounds. The problem is the way that the pixelated camera works is it's based on obviously the render and not the camera. So if I zoom in, the pixel density is the same, but of course that means that you see more detail. So even though the pixels are the same size on the screen, if I zoom in or out, you can see that the pixels stay the same. So I needed a better method to keep the same pixel density, but I can still have my camera zoom in and out without losing any of that. So my effects renderer, which I've shown before, which I can add, extra stepping to my rendering if I want to. I can change saturation and all that stuff. It now has a pixel density, um, but it's relative to the camera's Z position or its depth. So the character will always be the same pixels high no matter how far I zoom in or zoom out, and I can make those pixels as big as I want. So if I do something like this, uh, I get some decent detail, character looks good, but no matter how far I zoom in, you can see that the eye is always about 2 pixels high. And if I zoom out, even out here, if you then to zoom in the game view, you can still see that the eye is about 2 pixels high. And so this allows me to do different camera distances. So for example, I can have the inside of this place um, zoomed out or zoomed in really close and still have the same pixel count. And then if you transition to outdoors, it's further out, but it's still the same pixel count. And this is definitely doesn't have any snapping like the previous method did. The Pixel Perfect camera allows the camera to snap, but even without the snapping, I think it still looks pretty decent. Um, you know, Even though these are 3D objects in 3D space, um, moving the camera in and out, you can see that the pixelation doesn't change, so they look more flat because they keep the same height and all that. And as long as the transitions are kind of hidden between camera zooms and stuff, you won't get as much shimmering and jittering. And so yeah, I think it looks much better. I can make things super low res, high contrast, and this look just stays regardless. So yeah.